Hey everyone, how's it going? I got a little deck profile for you here. This time it's going to be Altergeist. I guess technically it's Windwitch Spellbook Altergeist. I was looking at the unveiling of some of the new Altergeist cards in Flames of Destruction, so I'm really excited for the deck, and I just wanted to show you guys what I'm running currently for the deck. The extra deck isn't going to be anything special. I'll just show you kind of like what you should, just like the main cards that got to be in there, and then the rest can be pretty much whatever's up to you in terms of XCs and other links and such. But let's get right into her. We'll start off with the 3 Altergeist Marionetter. This is the one that when it's normal summon, you can set one trap directly from your deck to your side of the field. Altergeist trap, sorry. And also, you can target one Altergeist card you control and one monster in your graveyard, like Altergeist monster in your graveyard, and send the one from the field to the graveyard, and then special summon the monster from the graveyard, which doesn't come up too often, but I guess it could in the future. Maybe with Hexia, it might be that might be the case. Anyways, next up we play 3 of the Meliseek, there we go. Altergeist Meliseek, and this is the one, it can attack directly, and when it inflicts battle damage, you can target one card that control, send it to the graveyard. So it is targeting, but it's non-destructive, so that's nice. And if it's sent from the field to the graveyard, you add one, if it floats essentially, you get to add an Altergeist monster from your deck to your hand. For the last of the Altergeist, we play 2 Silquidus. This is the one, it's got a quick effect for returning one Altergeist card and then one card your opponent controls to the hand. So you send, and if it's sent to the graveyard, it can add an Altergeist trap from your graveyard to your hand. And then 2 Altergeist Conquery. This is like a battle trap almost. If an Altergeist, or when an opponent's monster declares an attack, if you control an Altergeist card, you can special summon him from your hand, and if you do, negate that attack, and then if this guy is special summoned, you can target one face-up card they control, and its effects are negated, while the Conquery is face-up on the field. For the Windwitch engine, we'll run the 3 Ice Spell, 1 Glass, and 1 Snow. I only have the 1 glass, but also I feel like I don't really have the room to run it in terms of what I'm trying to accomplish with this deck. So basically, you got your odds of getting the Ice Spell to be able to kick things off. The Snow Bell really isn't a brick. It's the Glass Spell is the only one that's kind of harmful. Actually, I guess at that point, neither one of them are really bricks. Anyways, for the Spellbooks, play 2 Magician of Prophecy, just I mean, we do most of, or like, the 2 Altergeists that we do want to normal summon will be the Meliseek and the Marionetter, but this just helps us draw into anything else, and then once we boot them off the field, if we draw into an Ice Spell, we can then continue on for a Crystal Wing play. Onto the spells, we play 3 Secret Village of the Spellcasters. This is just to... It's just more so a tech option, I guess, just to lock your opponent out of activating spell cards on their turn, unless they're playing a spellcaster-based deck. It's just if only you control a spellcaster monster, your opponent cannot activate spell cards, and if you control no spellcaster monsters, you cannot activate spells. The thing is that the only spells that we really do run are just the draw power, so once we complete our drawing, then we just activate this at the end. So even if we don't have a spellcaster, it's not really going to affect us. But most of the time we will have a spellcaster on field. Next step, we go into the draw engine for the spellbooks. We got 3 secrets and 3 knowledge. As I already said, we're looking to draw. Even if we have to normal summon our Magician of Prophecy to get here, we can always pitch them off, and then we have an empty field, and if we draw into the Ice Spell, we can continue on with our special summoning. Then I play 2 Pot of Duality. Now, Duality only really interferes with the Ice Spell for special summoning purposes, but if we're just not seeing something that we need to start a play, then Pot of Duality can get us there. At least we can get our normal summon still, and we can set a few traps to protect ourselves. Then we play one dark hole if we're going second, or just board wipe in general. Also, some of our monsters do float in a sense, so dark hole destroying our own stuff isn't necessarily bad. Onto the Altergeist traps, we play 3 Protocol and 3 Camouflage. Protocol is really good. This the activation and effects of Altergeist cards cannot be negated, and when your opponent activates a monster effect, I can send one other face-up Altergeist card I control to the graveyard to negate that activation, and if I do, destroy it. So that's the once per turn, but it's so you can always set that, you know, off of your Marionetter, and then you can protect yourself. You can send it to the grave just to negate something, and then also if you have the Crystal Wing on the field, you get another negate as well. Also, with the Camouflage, you equip this to an Altergeist card you control, and that Altergeist monster cannot be targeted for attacks, and negate any monster effect that activates by targeting that Altergeist monster. And also, this card has a graveyard effect where if a Altergeist card I control would be destroyed by battle or card effects, you can banish it from the graveyard instead. We just play one personal spoofing. Just because this is an Altergeist deck, it does have its place in it, I guess. I do use it quite often, really, just to cycle through, say, if I drew into an Altergeist that I don't really want, or I want to get rid of my Conquery for something else, and I can just get myself another Marionetter or Maleseek and get going that way. And for the last of the traps, we play the 3 Strike and the 1 Warning. This is kind of like the Altergeists themselves are a control-based deck, and we just wanted ways to stun and control our opponent's plays a little bit more. And until we get the additional Altergeist support in the future, I'll just keep these guys in there because they're always great in any deck that they're in. So yeah, quickly onto the extra deck. We won't do a full thorough one, but just got the 2 Altergeist Prime Banshee for link plays. I mean, you can also throw in stuff like Proxy Dragon, and I mean, really not too much else for links. Like once Extreme Force drops, obviously we'll get the Hexia, we'll get Underclock Taker and stuff like that, which will be more easily made. But the main play for the deck is to get your Windwitch, and like the main extra deck play for now is the Windwitch play into the Crystal Wing. And I do just have a Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon as well, just for whatever reason, if your Snowbell gets popped or something, then you can't make your Crystal Wing Synchro, so you make your Clear Ring Synchro Dragon. But anyways, that's it for the deck profile. I hope you guys enjoyed it. As always, feel free to comment on it, what you guys would do differently, or if you enjoyed it, and I guess that will be that. So everyone have a good one. Hope you enjoyed the video.